Then see the next important story. And this story is also connected to the same Sun Rahu story only. Hmm? Now what happens after Rahu began eclipsing the sun, Surya? The Surya felt deeply hurt. Okay, he thought everything I did, I pointed out Rahu. Okay, I did good for everyone, but I am alone suffering the whole consequences. Okay, whatever is happening, I am the one who is suffering. So in anger, he blazed so fiercely just what that heat of sun that the whole cosmos was in danger. So his heat became unbearable to everybody. So even at night, there was no relief from the heat. Again, gods are in fear. Now understand one more predictive rule from this whole thing, this whole story. Sun is not only noble light. Sun can become harsh. Sun can become dry, proud, destructive if not balanced. So that's why afflicted sun or badly placed sun in horoscope, na, it becomes ego, anger, intolerance, domination. These are the another significations of sun. If sun have good things, sun also have the bad picture, the bad is negative karaktattvas. Okay, so what is the hidden meaning behind this small story? Sun dries what it touch. Okay, so wherever sun is placed, okay, you can see the dryness from that karaktattva. You know that is why in medical and in practical astrology, afflicted or what we call overpowered, over strong sun can give you fever. What are the combinations of fever? Fever is possible through Mars and Sun. Okay, if Sun is overpowered, if Sun is placed in fiery sign, so it can give you fever, inflammation, acidity, burning sensation, eye strain, headache, blood pressure tendency, or heat disorders, baldness. You can lose your head, dehydration, and harsh temperament. So just write it down in technique. If sun is overpowered or if sun is having excessive, if sun is placed in fiery signs, sun itself is fire when it's placed in fiery signs and with fiery planets. Can we say this particular sun have excessive heat? And wherever it is placed now from that particular house, we can see the excessive heat generation. And who is going to suffer? That those karaktattvas of house. The same sun, if it is in seventh house, in relationship, too much sun gives my way only attitude. The spouse becomes dominant in the relationship. In profession, sun in 10th house, it gives you bossy nature, dominating nature. In family, it can make father fear more than love. Everybody is fearful of that father. If it is in 9th house, in spiritual life, it can create ego around knowledge. So what is the predictive technique? The burning rule. We call it burning rule. Okay. If sun is heavily afflicted house, in any house, if it is heavily afflicted or joined by malefic without any benefic influence. So in that house, you will see the excessive heat of sun. Okay. I hope everybody is understanding. So if I want to make it more easy to you, for example, sun in fourth house. We have not discussed the fourth house till now. So let's say sun is in fourth house. So what happens? Sun in fourth house can burn domestic peace and emotional softness in the person. Are you understanding this? Okay, sun in second house can burn sweetness of speech. It brings more harsh speech. Sun in sixth house, this particular sun, overheat or afflicted sun in sixth house can help defeat enemies. Okay, it can defeat enemies, but it may increase the heat related disease. Are you understanding this? There are dual nature of it. Okay, sun in sixth house, excessive heat. It can still defeat enemies. Okay, but it can increase the heat related health issues. Sun in 12th house may create isolation. Okay, sleep issues, all these things. Okay,